documenting a complete clutch failure on a Coleman mini bike. This is the original clutch, came with a 196cc engine. Put a Predator 224 on it. It's lasted quite a while. It lasted a couple years. Maybe one of those years had a 224cc engine on it, but it's completely failed now. I don't know if you can tell, but one, like on the inside of the clutch, one side's up, the other side is down. And that's, yeah, it's just, you know, you shouldn't be able to just move the inside of that like that. So I'm gonna take this off and see how bad it really was. So we got our first problem. I didn't take the snap ring off. This just came off like that. Snap ring's supposed to be on right there. It just came off with the bolt. That's great. See if I can grab this one-handed. That's supposed to be on the clutch, not off. I mean, I can just take this out. Ooh. That looks so bad. Oh boy. It's not supposed to come out like that. Or make that noise. Another problem has come up. It's not sliding off. The snap ring should just come off, and these two should just separate. These all came out, which, you know, isn't good. But it's not sliding off. So this is the first problem we're seeing. It probably, I mean, it could have shrunk around it from getting so hot, but usually this just slides off, but it's not. So, first problem of many. Well, it took some extra force with a screwdriver to pry it off. Ooh. Look at those scrapes. This snap ring also came off with it. Yeah, look at that. That looks real pretty, huh? The way this is supposed to go, it's weird with one hand, but these are all supposed to go in here, and the spring is supposed to be, well, it's supposed to be stuck together like this. It's supposed to go in here, keep these all together. Hold on. Well, actually, I think something else failed on it, because usually this would just be super loose, but that's like popping everything up. I think since this just came off super easily, this might have came off and just ruined everything. I wonder if I put that back on, if it'll work. So the snap ring's back on. It's not looking too bad now. Now if I put this back on, oh boy, it's gonna be fun. I think this is a big problem. It just like doesn't even wanna work at all anymore. I don't think the inside of that's supposed to look like that. I don't know. We do it by force. The mallet. It's supposed to be doing that. I don't know, I gotta get this, gotta get this other snap ring on. If I can do this one-handed. Need a tripod. Now I forget exactly how this goes on. I don't think that's supposed to just be sliding there. Yeah. Honestly, I think the snap ring just wore out. I could probably just pop this off with my hand. Yeah. Okay, that's not good. So that was being kept on there with this. The snap ring came off. Yeah. It's just being kept on there with the bolt. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, this is gonna need a new snap ring if it's ever gonna work again. How fun. Isn't that so enjoyable? Oh, man, that thing's scraping. Okay, well, I guess it's not a complete failure of the clutch. There is one spot when it just doesn't like to come off all the way. It gets stopped there. Usually, because without this snap ring on, usually it just comes right off. But, well, I guess it's not really the end of this clutch. I guess there's some more backstory needed for this. When this all happened, I was driving with my friend by his house on some trails. Ooh. And we had just put a brand new engine in this. We were riding for probably 10-15 minutes before this all happened, and we went to this really gravelly area, which is apparently a driveway, we found out later. And the bike, the rear tire just locks up and turned off. And we were going down, it was a downhill part, really steep downhill part, so it was like, oh, it didn't matter very much. Because, you know, these will just turn off randomly sometimes. But what's the word? I glided it down the hill, and I let go of the brake, and it bump started the engine. Which, you know, you shouldn't really be able to do that with these. And I drove it a little bit till we got to a flat spot. I looked back to see if my friend was still there, and he came back and the bike shut off. And when I tried pulling the pull cord, it just lifted up the whole bike. I was pulling here, had my hand right there, pulled this, and the whole bike just moved. Did it twice, it moved again. So I sat on the bike, my friend pulled it, it would start, but the clutch that was on it, the inside was spinning and the outside was staying still. And when I hit the throttle, it was just spinning faster and the bike wasn't moving. And so we stashed it, and I gave my friend my keys to my truck, drove the mini bike back to his house, and I did a little walk of shame down a person's driveway to the road, and then he picked me up, quickly put it in the bed of the truck, and then drove back to his house to see, you know, just a little bit of what was wrong. But that's the backstory to how this happened, I guess, which, out of all things that could have failed on it, I would not have expected the snap ring to be the failure part.